Jesus had sent the 12 out on mission 2 by 2. It was hard work, it was vulnerable, it was connected, it was effective, it was meaningful. They're all coming back now to Jesus. They are stoked, giddy, right, with the success of their venture. And Jesus invites them to come away and reflect on what they've done. If we were looking at this through modern lenses, we would say they needed a break, that they needed to exercise some self-care, that they had been working hard and now it was time for them to renew their strength. But the fact is, none of them had ever been on a vacation in their life, and they weren't doing this as their next vacation. I can only imagine St. Paul in his missionary journey saying, okay, well now they tried to stone me for the second time, so I need to do some self-care, and I'm going to go and find somebody, some rich benefactor with a beach house where I can stay for a few days and recover. Like that wasn't in their mindset. They were like parents of a newborn. You don't get to say, well, now we're tired, so we're gonna exercise some self-care and hopefully everything will be okay here for a week when we get back. No, like some things just need to be done. But there is something very important for us in this conversation, and that's the reflection on what we do. That in fact, brand new parents need to reflect on what they're doing and what it means and how it's an expression of the love that they offered one another as they made their vows, and how this is transforming their own lives and the lives of this newborn baby and the life of our world. Like all of that reflection needs to happen so that our work isn't just work, but it's transformation. So that our mission doesn't just change the world around us, but transforms ourselves. If we take some time and reach out to and help some who are vulnerable or homeless, and we don't take a moment to reflect on that experience, maybe they got food, but we haven't encountered Christ. And Jesus wanted these efforts, this mission that the disciples entered into, to also be transformative for them to recognize the encounter. They had begun to recognize when they were with him how God was present. He wanted them to also recognize God's presence in these encounters as he sent them out on mission. I think this is very true, of course, for bishops and priests, but it's true for all of us as we enter into the missions of our lives. And as we're called into mission, to not lose the important opportunity, not to take a break. In the end, they didn't get a break. Not for self-care. Maybe that's a good idea. I have no idea. But for reflection, in order to recognize the encounter, in order to develop and grow and be transformed, not just to make an impact on the world, but to allow our actions and our encounters to be transformative for us, to not lose our efforts as they run away like water, but rather to spend a moment, to take a conversation, to reflect on the meaning of our efforts and our actions, so that they'll be most impactful in the building up of the kingdom of God.
Mi Señor.